Hello, Gemini. I am Ulrich. I'm a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do the Lenormand card reading for the month of October for the sign of Gemini. On the table here, you see 9 cards, meaning we will be using the 9 card portrait. You can also see 4 objects here on the table, meaning we will do 4 card readings for the sign of Gemini for the month of October 2021. Now, from these 4 objects, you choose or you pick one that you think relates most to your personality, or you choose one you feel most comfortable with. This object of your choice, it should or it will relate the best to your current situation. If the object and the related video does not match your first choice, please check the other videos that follow here also. The matches here represent the fire element, the piece of stone represents the earth element, the aerosol sprayer represents the air element, and the shell represents the water element. So Gemini, here we go for your card reading for October 2021. Hello Gemini, and welcome to the shell or the water group for your card reading, Lenormand card reading for October 2021. Before we start, I want to mention that since 27 September, Mercury is going retrograde. This is up to 18 October. This is not a good time for signing contracts, agreements, anything you need to put your name under. It's not a good thing to do. Also, you will see during that period, your bus is late, your flight is canceled, packages that need to be delivered in your home are wrongly delivered. This is all happening because in that period, because Mercury is our mind, and the mind of all people, the collective mind, is going a little bit slower during that period. Also, in that time, it's not a good idea, for instance, for buying cell phones, laptops, laundry machines. Why? These devices are connected to a contract, and the contract is connected to a warranty, and we might have problems popping up there. So the general idea here is that we avoid, or we don't buy, or we don't sign any contracts at all. If, however, for some reason you are obligated, you feel compelled, you have no choice but signing a contract, please double, triple check the fine print, because it's possible after you change your mind, you want to get out of the contract and you cannot anymore. And if you really want out, probably you need to pay a big fine. Anyway, it's better to prevent than to heal. This being said, now we start with the card reading for the water group. The first card that we see here is the stars. The stars is a very positive card. It's actually an all over yes card. It means that things are going well for us. Also, sometimes with this card on our person, it means that we are trying to find ourselves. Maybe also like we feel like spiritually higher connected. It's also possible we dream a lot in this time. It's like we feel that we have an alignment or a connection with the cosmos, with the nature in general. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, also, if we are in certain professions, this would be possible. It also urges us that we need to be kind to others, and if we can, maybe we are in a position to heal others. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, here, if we want some growth or advancement in our life, especially with the tree that is here in the middle, we have a lot of opportunities. This points to slow growth. So you'll have the chance here to slowly grow, to materialize things in a general. Probably it will be very easy if you connect to the people in general, because this card, the garden, is the collective, the people in general. So it's possible here, if you connect to the people that you, and you have certain material wishes, that you can really execute them. Then we go in the horizontal lines here for starters. We have the stars and the house. So what does this mean? Here the house is the people around us, our work, literally sometimes also our body. So this means here we come in a different phase of our life. As I said here, it could be a mental higher level that we are reaching. And also this is a very big growth mentally, because we have we have the fish here, and the fish is always growth, expansion, more comes from it. So here with this combination, we see a lot of growth mentally in our life. We advance in our life, especially in the spiritual or in the mental way. It's possible also, if you're a religious type, that your religion grows more on you. You become higher, you become more aware, you become more religious, but also spiritual like here. This is a very big advancement here with this combination. It's possible also with this combination and on a simpler level that you're very happy in the work that you're doing. Maybe you literally work with the stars. It's possible also that you're very happy with the work that you're doing. It's possible also that you are happy in the place where you are living. Maybe you are lucky and you live in actually in a big house, a wealthy house, because the fish is a financial card. So it's possible that you live in a house, you come from a wealthy family, you have wealthy roots, and here you feel happy about this, or you are lucky to live in a big house and it would make you happy in general. This is what we see here with this card. Maybe our family is wealthy. This is possible also with this combination. Our roots are well off. This is what we see here with this combination. Maybe this is not for all of your life, and on the long run, maybe you want to change this, but I think here for now, this is a very good combination. Anyway, also we think a lot about our family life. This is also what we see here. Then we have the house and the fish on itself. In a way, it's possible also in the near future that we are overthinking, or we are in the process of buying or selling property. This is also with this combination possible here. Maybe you think on the long run for changing house, and maybe you are starting to look for something here with this combination. It's possible also that in the house, maybe we share the expenses, and the expenses in the house are quite high here with this combination. This is what we see here also with this combination. Maybe the expenses around us are quite high. Maybe it's too high. We like where we're living, and maybe that's why we think here about a change of house. Maybe we want to reduce our expenses. This is possible also with this combination. In another way, in a total different approach, this could also point to we have a place, a business place where we sell water. This is possible because the fish is water. You could literally sell fish also. This is possible also for some people. This will apply. Or we serve and we sell drinks. This is possible also with this combination here that we are seeing here. In another way, it's possible that this house is close to the water. It's a big house that is close to the water that we see here with this combination. If you are waiting on some money, it's possible also that the money comes to you. So this is possible also. We have certain traditions that we keep to. This could literally mean a home-based business. This is what we see here. There are certain traditions that we are holding on to in that home-based business or from the home, but the home is central here. So I'm assuming here that we do something with business, or we could do business literally with the stars, an alternative profession like astrology, astronomy, or even like we are doing here now, card reading. This is possible also. You do this in your house. Anyway, this points to that you are not the type of person that takes high risks in his life. You will take low risks. Then we have the fox, the tree, and the sit. The fox and the tree here, here we see that we are wanting to professionally, like we see slow growth here in your professional life. You can advance yourself. Maybe some more opportunities are offered to you here professionally. Anyway, this points with this combination we get certain results. The desired results they come to us here. This is what we see here with this combination. Health like it's possible with this combination that we are about to let ourselves check out, but I think it's gonna work out very well because most of the cards here are very positive. So, but maybe you do some annual checkup here with this combination. Anyway, here we stick also to certain routines in our life that we are taking. If you were doing a health up check and you get your diagnosis back, and you disagree with the diagnosis, you think this cannot be correct. Sometimes also it's wise to get a second opinion or do a second test. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, I think here these people here, they don't take high risks with their health. They take care of their body. They preserve their body here. They are aware that they need to take care of their body as a vehicle here. This is what they know. Also, this points to that we have a natural way of sensing our body. If something is going wrong, we know something is going wrong in our body. This is what we see here with this combination. Also, on your profession, this could mean that you have a profession that is not traditional. You do something that others don't do. This points to untraditional professions, sometimes this combination. Anyway, if you would have few customers, this points that your customers will increase. If you have only a part-time job, it would point that you would have possibility for getting a possible job, a full-time job, if you are looking for that. Anyway, then we go to the third line here. We see we have the tree and the city also. Here, this combination, as I said earlier, we can here advance ourselves, we can uproot ourselves. Some things maybe that didn't work for us anymore, we cut off and we find new ways for advancing in our life. There's a sudden development possible here, especially on the work front here, what we see here. Anyway, if we want to promote something or if we want to advance ourselves on the work front, probably we take the right investigations here. We search for the right thing because the fox is a smart card. It's a clever card on the work front. So you probably see that you are in the right path before you take the steps for advancing yourself here with this combination. Anyway, as I said earlier, it's possible here that that you check out your health with this combination. This points also that things are coming to us. Maybe we feel a little bit in a rush sometimes here because the Cit is a swift card. So it's possible here that we want to act in a swift way, but the tree actually is a slow card. So I think you will calm yourself down a little bit for advancing or for taking rush decisions here. This is what we see here. Also, there are certain habits here that we have taken over from where we come from, that we catch ourselves, that we do the same thing as the people around us. This is what we see here also with this combination. What we see more here. Anyway, this could point to positive events that are happening in our life around us, especially on the work front. Then we have the cross, the ring, and the garden. The cross and the ring. The cross is a dutiful card, and the ring is commitment. So we first gonna see this on the professional front. Here we can see that probably work related, we are connected to a lot of people because the garden is the public. So it's possible work related, we are connected to a lot of people and we carry some responsibilities that and we keep to those commitments or those contracts that we have agreed to, because the cross keeps to his promises. It's a dutiful card, it's a responsible card, and also it don't let things happen before its time. It can also point to heavy profession, that the profession is heavy on us. We need to carry it out. It puts a burden on us, but still we carry on with this duty. We know it's our path to go, and we follow the duties that we need to do. We are very serious in this area that we see here. In another way, if this is on a relationship, if you are in some form of relationship, you probably are, it means that you are very committed to this relationship, that you are serious about this relationship. In another way, this relationship can feel like a duty, like it has to be, it's that way. It can also put pressure on you, because the cross sometimes puts pressure on us. So this is what we see here also with this combination. Also, these relations tend to be sticking to us. It sticks to us. For some reason, we stay in it, even if it's difficult, this relationship, if that would be, in your case, the going on here. In a way, we feel it as difficult, but still we carry on. We carry on with it. Maybe there's some aspects of the relationship that are difficult. Maybe one of the partners has some difficulties in a way, maybe physical difficulties, but still we have chosen for this relationship and we stick to it if we are doing here. It's also possible here that we are in a period that our relationship is undergoing some tests, like we get involved in something, and the test of our relationship is it's like it's undergoing a test here, like it's tested on the long run, on the time, how solid it is, how committed we are to the relationship, and how committed we are to our job. This is what we see here. But anyway, this points to a faithful connection. It's very difficult here to escape from it. If it's difficult, if it puts pressure on us, it's very difficult to escape from it. It's like it's meant to be, and the cross is a burden, but also a protection. So it means if you would intend to ever go out of this relationship, it will not happen before it's time, because the cross tends to protect us, prevent from things before their time. This is what we see here also with this combination. Then we have the ring and the garden here. This is actually a positive thing here that we are seeing here. If we are in an earlier stage of our relationship, this points to a commitment. Maybe this is a heavy relationship, or it's a hard relationship, or it's not an easy relationship. But in a way, still we are committing. We are committing. We make an agreement with our partner to go in this relationship, and we are aware this is not going to be easy. But still, we are going in that kind of relationship. Maybe there are some similarities here where we come from, and we recognize these similarities here. This is what we see here. Also, it's possible also on the long run that you would commit to this person and actually marry this person that you are committed to. This is what we see. There are two possible connections here. In another way, this points to possibly because we are the spiritual type, related on the work front, we have a different kind of untraditional work. And this points to that we are connected to exclusive groups of people that other are not connected to. This is what we see here also with this combination. What we see more here, there could be some people that are important in your life, that maybe are high placed in your life. They are connected to you, to your groups of people. They have a lot of influence here. They are in your circle of friends or circle of acquaintances. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, there is a common purpose here with this combination. There's a collective goal. There is social cohesion. This is what we also hear. It's also possible that some promises, if you are connected to the public, that you actually promise something in the public. This is what we see here also. Then we come in the vertical lines. We have the stars. the fox and the cross. Here, this here is very positive for work. Our work, excuse me, our work can literally bring us on a higher level. We come in a higher level. We saw this here already of our work. We are positions, we are higher. If we are working somewhere, we will be offered higher positions in our life because the stars bring us in the sky. So it's possible here that you are offered that. Anyway, this points to clever moves in the profession, that you know exactly what to do in your profession. If it's no time to talk or to speak, you will keep quiet. You will know when to speak and not when to speak. This is what we see also with this combination. It's like the fox is a card that hides. He operates between dusk and dawn. So he knows when to come out. So this is what we see here with this combination. As we saw earlier, also there's connections here with the family. These connections are serious. You are committed to your relatives. Sometimes also it's possible that the family is a little bit a burden on you. They give you certain responsibilities. And this could be the reason why you have certain responsibilities, maybe in your home, connected to your home. Maybe that's why you are thinking about changing locations. Maybe some of the duties there are weighing too heavy on you, and also you have maybe an intensive job. So that's maybe why you would consider a move here. Anyway, the two cards here, they tell us we can achieve our goals if we want to, if we focus. If you are an employee, it's possible that even if you don't want to, that everybody is looking up to you. You're literally a star employee. This could point to the employee of the month or something like that. But anyway, you're highly appreciated in what you do. There is also possibility here with promotions in the workplace. You are famous in the workplace. People know to come to you exactly for the things that you are doing. This points also that we have a trust in ourselves here. We are about to transcend ourselves here. We go to a different level. Anyway, this is all what we see here. Then we have the fox and the cross in itself. Here it points out the fox, he plans. He works out the things regarding to his job. He makes a plan. He's a smart card. So here we see that you will make certain plans for your job. You will make these plans on a dutiful way, so they can bring you where you want to go if you want to evolve more in your job. But even that you everything work out and plan everything, the job still comes with a lot of duties, a lot of responsibilities. Sometimes maybe you have doubts, do I really need to do this? And anyway, you follow through and you feel it's your duty to do here. This is what we see here anyway. If you would be in a relationship, I already said here that the relationship is dutiful, but it doesn't mean that the relationship don't have problems. Here we see with the fox, we always need to be careful. So the fox always means that we need to observe our relationship, if that is what we really want. Sometimes this points to a person around us that is half-hearted in the relationship. So we need to be careful here with this. We need to observe and we need to check on ourselves if there is no half-heartedness here in the relationship. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, this points that we work in, coming back to these two cards, we were working in spirituality. We can literally work in a church, in a mosque, in an ashram, anywhere in a mosque, anywhere that is related to religion. We can work in spiritual places. This is what we see here. It also has certain responsibilities. It comes with responsibilities. It's part of your duty. You will fulfill your duty and you will commit to it, even if it takes a lot of strength of you. Then we have the house, the tree, and the ring. The house and the tree, it's it points to that we saw this earlier. There's a positive evolution in our life regarding also to our body. It points that we take care of our body. We literally have a contract, a commitment to our body. We commit to our body. We take care of it. We see that we are in good health, or we stay in good health. What do we see more here? You probably spend a lot of time also in your work. If your work is in your home, you spend a lot of time in your work here at home. If your work is not at home and it's in a church area, you will spend a lot of time there. This is what, because it's like you're rooted there, you're connected there, you're contracted there. This is what we see here with this combination. Maybe the environment where you work, it's like a forest area. It's a more quiet area. Of course, if it's a religious, spiritual area, it's mostly quiet there. So because this points to a quiet area, but also there could be some trees around. This is what we see here also with this combination. It's possible also that the environment is harmonious because the ring brings harmony. He sees that everything is smooth. This is what we see here also. And we spend a lot of time there. There's stability in health. We already saw this. We have certain routines that we are following, probably our work. Even though it's untraditional, certain routines always come back in our work. It's always, maybe we start at the same time, we do the things at the same time, because the ring is also routine. It always comes back. It's it's everything happens at a certain time frame, so things are coming back because the ring is round. So your duties, your work duties, some of them will always come back at the same time, at the same day. So this is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, I told you here, this could probably be that it's more a solitude area, quiet area. We see this here coming back. Also, it's possible that if you are in your job, if you are an independent, more is coming to you in the future, probably in like 9 months from now, let's say 9 months to a year, you will you already get more customers now, but the actual reward, I would say, or the more customers will come during that time, like 9 months, 1 year, you can expect more customers here are coming to you, because the tree is a slow, the tree commits slow. You see, here is the commitment, the ring, and the tree commits slow to it. So it's possible here that during the time period I mentioned, that you get here more customers during, or more work during that time. Here again, we see it's possible here the buying of real estate. We see this here, that it's possible, or moving house, moving. This points to moving, making a contract for this. This is your roots, for changing roots here. But I would think here that it's not too very far. It's a place close to where we come from. It's not that we are going to move to another city, because the tree stays. So, and the house is also, it has certain borders, certain limits, certain regulations, and the ring is quite traditional also. So if you're planning a move, it probably will not be to another city. It will be more in your closer neighborhood. Gemini sometimes is the sign of the neighborhood of people around us. So I'm assuming here it will not be too very far. This is what we see here also with this combination. Probably we are not into much adventure on the front of our house. Then we have the tree and the ring on itself. Here we see again that our health is in good condition. This is always coming back. Anyway, this all points to growth. Also in the relationship, it's like the relationship here, in a way, it becomes also more stronger, or there are some reasons why that the relationship is becoming stronger. But I told you, we need to look around us when the fox is there. Then we have, I just see here the tree, and I see some more things here. Also here, I didn't mention this earlier, possibly in your life, certain people are always coming back in your life. You see, you notice that people are disappearing out of your life, and in a way, they're always coming back. This is what we see here also with this combination. Maybe some people, even from long time ago, from your childhood, are coming back to you or are connected to you in some way. In another way, this is points to the circle of our life, of our different life. If you are for instance, if you are in reincarnation, this means if you have any faith, or if you are into that, this points that people out of previous lives, they re-enter our lives again. This is what we see here also with this combination. There's a lot of connections here. There's connections also. We are root. We are strongly connected to the place where we come from. Maybe our parents' strong connection. This is what we see here. Then we have the fish and the sit. The next vertical line here. It's possible here. So also in the future, because this is the future, that we are taking some financial risks here, or something financially is offered to us suddenly, and we need to take certain risks here. This is what we see. But it could be, if this is connected to the people, that this is like a lucky chance, a lucky break that you're getting here for improving yourself financially. Here it's possible here that you pull yourself together, you taking stock of what you have, and you do a certain investment for yourself, for a business. This is what we see here. We balance our accounts, we see where we are. Are we going to take this risk? Yes, no. So we balance it because we have the ring there, and probably we will take a guess here, because we see here that it's possible here that we take a business step, but we need to play it smart. We need to see that we have all our cards at the right place. If we have, it's possible here that we take a business risk if we think it's safe and there is not too much risk involved. But I think here with this combination, we will take the steps. After we take stock, we see where we are, what do we need, can we spare, then we will take the step here. This is what we see. It's possible also, if you take this step, this business step, that you need to make certain cutbacks, temporary, because if we invest, sometimes we need to cut back in our lifestyle. This is what we see here. Maybe you go less out if you take this decision, because it's financially else not possible to take this step. This point here, for instance, that we go less out, we decide to go less out. Maybe this is connected to the business that we are doing. Also, here it's possible that for a reason, then that we have less social contact for a period with some people here. This is what we see here also. Maybe we need some rest here for thinking over certain things. And also the networks that we have, we try to make them as efficient as possible. This is what we see here also. It's possible if you come in certain groups of people that they are very forward to you. They are very forward for stating their opinion. And maybe in a way, it shakes you a little bit. And you say, I need to think about this whole situation. I need to think about this, where I really am here, because I don't know if I want to go on with this or I want to break with this. It's like you need to reflect on it, how many people you want to let in your life socially, because certain events certain public events will shake you a little bit up. This is what we see here also. It's possible that during certain confrontations that we have with certain people, that it causes us pain, like not physical pain, but like we have a mental pain and it hurts us a little bit. So we need to think about that also, and it's possible that we isolate ourselves a little bit during a certain period. Then we have the stars and the tree. We already saw this year that they will event as we expected. Everything will go as we think. This is also possible that if you have a spiritual profession or an untraditional profession, that and your parents or your grandparents did something totally different, it's actually embedded in the rules, but they never wanted to execute this. This is possible also, and that you are the one who execute this. So this is what we see also, that you do something that is already for generations or several generations hidden in as a profession, but you are the first one who executed. Maybe your parents or the people where you come from, they covered this up. They don't want anything to do with it, but they know they have it. They know they have it, but they don't want anything to do with it. And you are the one who actually executing it. This is a possible also. In another way, it's possible that in your family, somebody is quite popular in a field of your work. Maybe there is a public figure, a family member that is publicly very popular. But I don't say that it means that he's exactly related to the profession, but he's well known in the places. Maybe he's in politics, but he's well known. And maybe it can bring you certain benefits also. This is what we see here also. Anyway, this points that our grandparents or parents could have spiritual conditions that maybe they didn't develop, and you are the one who take this whole thing in action. In another case, it's possible that they actually execute it and we follow their routes. This is possible also. Anyway, this points to we find our spiritual rooting. We are connected with our spiritual roots. Sometimes also, in many cases, if you're the spiritual type, I'm assuming here that you are in alternative medicine. This is what we see here also with this combination. Maybe sometimes it's also useful that for you. Anyway, that this points also to a lot of life energy. It's possible also that sometimes here this points to a lot of energy in general, and it's possible also that you don't only execute this energy in the spiritual, but also on the physical level with the partner. This is what we see here also with this combination, because we have a lot of energy, it needs to come out somewhere. So sometimes also we need to relax. Anyway, here also, if we, for some reason, we would not feel close to our family, it's possible with this combination, we try to find our roots. But it doesn't mean that you actually are looking for family roots. It's like you're looking for like-minded spirits. This is what we see here also. And it's possible that it's more likely you find this in the connections of your work. This is what this points to also here, what we see here. But this also points to alternative professions. This points very strongly to alternative profession. It will not reply on everybody, but it can. In another way, also, I want to mention this here also, if you're a traditional person and you're not in all the things that I just mentioned, this could literally point to an aviator, a person who flies airplanes. This is what, and this is the public, so he works for public. Also, this brings a lot of duties, but then we see this from a totally different angle. But all the things that I said before are still there, from the parents, the grandparents, everything I said before is still working. But this then points to a person who's an aviator. This is what we see here also with this combination. In the cards, there are a lot of possibilities, and I work here for a big audience, so I try to give several angles here with the combinations. Anyway, this points to a certain protection here that we have also in our life. The cross is there also, it protects or also. It's possible, no matter what your gender is, that a group of women is protecting you. You are in certain groups, but if you check around you, maybe you never noticed this, but these groups mostly are women. Even if you are a man, there are a lot of women around you, and they kind of protect you. Here, this is what we see here also with this. They protect you and also they guide you. They guide you to where you need to be. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, as I said, this point to success to come. this is actually a very good combination because this also points to yin and yang. This is where heaven and earth come together, and we can use this in the public sphere. So this is what we see here also with this combination. Then we have the tree and the garden on itself. Again, here we see that you takes a break from public here. This is what we see here also for some reason, maybe because you had an unpleasant event here. This is possible here. We see the checkup here again that you are probably planning to do. Here also we see maybe there's some family gatherings here. This is what we see here also with this combination. We see here the forest again that I mentioned, the place from where you go for peace and tranquility. Here, this is what we see here also. Probably also we are traditional, and the Sunday is our day of rest. Probably we are traditional also in that way here. Anyway, here we take vows that we are taking, promises that we have made. We stick to them. We stick to our contracts, marriages. We are very serious in that area. Then we have the fish, the tree, and the cross here. As I said here, your finances will grow slowly, stable. It will grow, and it's destined to be. It's destined to be that your financially will grow. Probably also we are expecting here some short-time expenses here. If there is a move, there will be short-time expenses. This is what we see here also. Also here, in a way, this points that people are attracted to you. It's like you attract people here. For some reason, people are attracted to you in a physical way. They come to you. Here, this is what we see here, and it's destined to be here. This is what we see here. It could also be that you apply homeopathy. We already saw that here. Could be some money involved here. Here we see that even our path of life is not easy. This combination tells us this is the right way to go for us. This is where we need to be. This is what is meant to be. You need to have faith in yourself, strength in yourself, even though it's difficult, it's not easy. Things will come to you, especially also on the money, but it's not like this is slow growth. You're a slow, you're like a low investment type. So also the returns that you get are sometimes a little bit slow, but they will increase on the long run here. This is what we see here also with this combination. Sometimes also this points that we are connected to the tree of life, literally that we are connected to all people here. This is what we see here also. Anyway, for the Gemini, for the water group, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser with this card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for doing so. If this reading don't fit you at all, please check out the other 3 card readings that are following here for Gemini, and also check out my financial card reading. Anyway, thank you for spending time on my channel, and I see you in my other card readings. Bye-bye for now, and thank you. Hello, Gemini, and welcome to the Aerosol or the Air group for your card reading, Lenormand card reading for October 2021. Before we start, I want to mention that since 27 September, Mercury is going retrograde. This is up to 18 October. This is not a good time for signing contracts, agreements, anything you need to put your name under that officializes it. It's not a good thing to do. Also, you will see during that period your emails are late. It has consequences. Packages that need to arrive in your home are delivered at the wrong place. The containers of the package is wrong. Your flight is canceled. Your bus is not showing up. These are all things that are happening very frequently during Mercury retrograde. This happens because our mind, our collective mind, the mind of all people is going a little bit slower during that period. Also, in that time, it's not a good time. It's not a good idea for instance, for buying cell phones, laptops, laundry machines. Why? These devices are connected to a contract, and the contract is connected to a warranty, and you could have problems with that one afterwards. The general idea here is that we don't sign contracts or agreements in that period at all. If, however, for some reason you are obligated, you feel compelled, you have no choice, and you want to absolutely sign a contract, please double, triple check the fine print, because it's possible after you change your mind, you want to get out of the contract and you cannot anymore. Or if you really want out, you need to pay a big fine. So it's better to protect ourselves here during that period and not to make any contracts or agreements at all. This being said, here we go with your card reading for Gemini for the air group. The first card that we see here in the heart is probably that for the moment you feel kind-hearted, you feel warm-hearted to other people. You feel connected to people, you want to be generous, you want to help them. Sometimes this points also to charity, that we are charitable to people. Anyway, and here then the second card, it points to that we are strongly connected with the people. Maybe also some honors are coming to us, some respect is coming to us. People are respecting us, they're respecting our work if we are in charity or if we love people in general. Maybe we are kind towards many people. This points also that literally that there is love in our mind and heart. This is what we see here with this combination. But now we go to the horizontals here. We see here that the heart and the tower. The heart is literally love that we have for another person. And it's possible that you have a lover or a partner, and this partner is in abroad. Here we see the tower, and the tower is that this is the border. We need to cross borders, and the ship is far away. It's over the water. So it's possible here with this combination, you have a lover, and this lover is abroad. Sometimes it's not easy to contact or to maintain contact. This points also to long distance relationships. This is what we see here anyway. But on the long run, this is a promising relationship. There is something here that can happen on the long run. It's possible also, since we have two renewal cards here, this person was in your life before, and it's now that it's like you're reconnecting again. Maybe for some reason, it's what was not possible with this person to connect anymore. But here with these two cards, these both are renewal cards, recontact. So it's possible here that we recontact here with this person, because these are all recontact cards. So I'm assuming before the contact was broken for certain reason, and this person is coming back into our life. This is what we see here with this combination. It's possible, as I said, that it's difficult to reach the person sometimes, maybe because everything needs to happen over the internet here. This is what we see here. Sometimes it's like we cannot attend, we cannot attain here the love. It's possible here with this combination. It's sometimes also, it's not easy if we have long distance relationships, but this is very promising. There's a lot of harmony here. There's a lot of understanding towards each other. So this is very promising here. It could be a priority in your life to make this work. So sometimes also this points that the lover, our loved one, has a different skin color. This is points also with this combination. This is what we see here, like dark tanned. This is what we see here also with your with this combination. Anyway, this points also that you will concerning love affairs, that you will need to broaden your horizon. Sometimes we need to cross cultures and borders, because sometimes there are cultural differences that we need to overbridge. That is possible also with this combination. We need to get used to each other for finding a balance in the cultural differences. This is possible also with this combination that we see here. Anyway, this is, I think also this is happening very structural, especially if both of you have jobs. There is probably a structural time when you meet each other, you have certain appointments, and due to the distance, the difference in distance and time, you need to balance and you need to contact or connect in certain times for making it possible for maintaining contact. What do we see more here? This person, yeah, regular, it's regular coming back. We already saw this here. Anyway, this points to a balance. We need to find a balance between our work, between the lover, and between the love relationship. There's like, we need to find a certain balance here. Then we have the tower and the ship on itself. It's possible also with this combination that you have already been there. It's not the first contact. Maybe you've been there, you crossed the border already, because as I said, it returns here and this returns also. So it's possible you've been there before and you're considering for, because you reconnected, a second trip there or a next trip here for going there with this combination. This is what we see. Probably this is a journey we will take alone, because the tower is alone. Nobody will go with us, because it's a journey that is to our loved one, and we will undertake this journey alone. Also, sometimes this points to documents that we need for abroad. We need to cross the border here, but I don't see any problems here with crossing the borders for going in abroad. Anyway, you have been there before, you cross the zone. You explore there also, you go there probably also. When you are there, you will exploring some nice things there with this person. You will enjoy life. There will be a very nice contact there. There is harmony here in this relationship with this woman, because this would go to this woman herself. This would be her then. And it's possible, if you are in the card reading, most likely this is you. This would be a man who is coming to you. So everything I just said is coming then towards you. Then we have the stars and the moon. Here, this points that probably on the job front, because we have the job front, probably your job is very regulated. Maybe you have something to do with accountancy, with books, with travels, with crossing borders. Maybe yourself, you have something to do. The book is here. This is the law sometimes also. So maybe there's some law documents involved. So maybe one of you both is involved in that kind of profession. This is what we see here. Anyway, here this points to that we have high expectations of our job. We are popular in our job. In another way, this can sometimes also point to celebrities, a person who is famous, literally on the screen or on the TV, and also probably very good looking, because we have Venus here next to it. So it's possible here also that your lover or you yourself are quite good looking, quite handsome, but I'm assuming here this relates to a woman. Anyway, if we have certain hopes for financially growing, these hopes are fulfilled. We are getting there, especially on the material front, because Venus likes material things. She likes the comforts of life. So this is all, if you have wishes in this area, these wishes will be granted, because the stars grant the wishes. The answer is generally yes, and also there's an improvement here in the work. Anyway, this points here to a very good balance. There's a mental connection, because the moon is the mind. There's a connection here with this woman that we have from the mind. Not only there's the physical attraction, but there's also a connection of the mind. Anyway, this card, these two cards also can point to physical activity with the partner that we see here with this combination. Anyway, it's like we are telepathically connected. We know how to connect, and we know what to say with this partner. It's like there's a like-mindedness here. This is what we see here. Probably also, if on the physical front there will be a lot of balance here, we understand each other. Also on the physical front, if we have physical activities or sexual activities here. There's a lot of balance here, and we can find ourselves and we can find each other there very well with this combination. Anyway, there is depth in the relationship, emotional depth, emotional meaning. This is all what we see here. Anyway, there's a kind of intuition here also professionally. If this is professionally, it's like you know where to go at the right time, at the right moment. This is what we see here also, and it leads us exactly where we should be for our profession. This is what we see here also. Then we have the moon and the bouquet on itself here. This points to a very creative person, a talented person. The moon is very creative on the work front because everything comes out of the mind. This could be very creative, and Venus is an artistic planet. This is Venus, so there's a lot of artisticity here. So it's like it's naturally in you to become popular, famous. Of course, I know this will not apply on everybody, but on some fronts for this reading, these people here in this group have certain abilities in the field that they are, that are very good for becoming popular. Not everybody wants to become popular, I'm aware of that, but here there are abilities for easy connections with the work and becoming very popular in your work front, if you would like to go there. Anyway, this points also to a connection. Maybe there's a connection, even work-like, with our lover. There is some connections there. We see things the same also maybe in the work front, the way we see beauty, the way we see art, the way we see culture. There's a lot of like-mindedness here in this combination. Anyway, this points that we are intuitively gifted. Probably there are gifts of intuition here also, that we have natural things that we feel here with this combination. Also, if we give compliments to each other, these are not fake compliments. If a person gives you, another person gives you a compliment, this is a genuine compliment. There is no fakeness here. There is no fakeness here. So these are real compliments. There is recognition here that we see here with this combination. And possible also, if this lover comes to you, there will be some beautiful nights, because these are 2 evening cards. So there will be happening some nice romantic evenings here in the evening, especially with the heart here. So there's a lot of Cupido flying around here with this combination. Then we have the third line here. We have the dog, the book, and the person card, the woman here. Anyway, it's possible that there are some friends in your life that have certain things that you don't know everything about. Everything about. Maybe they don't tell you everything. It's like they have a mysterious side. It's possible that you have friends with a mysterious side here. Maybe female friends, they don't tell you everything. It's possible also that this is this partner. She's a loyal, this is a points to loyalty, but it doesn't mean that she shared everything with you. It's like it takes her some time to open her book. Maybe she's a slow kind of type, a mysterious type of woman. Sometimes we say the mystery of a woman is deep. So this is what we see here. The woman has a mysterious side, but there is a lot of loyalty here. Everything is well meant to be, but she will not reveal herself everything. So it comes like a kind of slow, in a pace. Also, it's possible that you actually need to ask her some things. Maybe she's a traditional type. Maybe she's the type that wants to be asked out. Or even if you would, let's say that there would be a love relation coming up, that it's the old-fashioned style, that you actually need to ask, do you want to engage with me? It's possible that this is that kind of person. Maybe it's embedded in the culture. This is what we see here also with this combination. This can also point to a friend that turns into a lover. Maybe you don't know yet, or you feel it already, but it's not yet that far. Anyway, if you have friends around you also, these friends could have some kind of mystery around us. It's possible also that you operate in a friends of circles, if this is you as a person, that your friends are fairly high educated, they have knowledge, they have substantial knowledge here. This is what we see here. You know each other well, but sometimes also it points to secrecy between friends. This is what we see here. Also, the friends telling secrets to each other. This is what we see here also. Anyway, this points to education, facts. This is what we see here. Maybe this woman professionally also, she's confronted with things she need to keep to herself professionally like that. This is possible also what we see here with this combination. But I think this is as whole got to do with traveling, with abroad, with crossing borders. This is what it's possible also. In a way also, it's possible that this woman is a private educator, that beside her job, that she educates younger people, because here with the dog represents sometimes younger people. It's like a puppy here, younger people, and it's possible that she educates other people. Maybe she does this as a sideline, or maybe she's actually a teacher. She's connected to the government and she educates other people. There's a lot of possibilities in the card, so we don't have any direct contact with each other. So I need to point out several possibilities here. Then we have the book and the woman here on itself. This points that this person in herself also, she has a lot of knowledge, even though there is a cultural difference. This is an educated person, a person who knows what she's talking about. This is what we see here also. It's possible also in the level, in her level, she's a kind of an expert in what she's doing. In a way, it's possible also that she's connected to importing and exporting goods. This is what is possible also. She has really a lot of knowledge. Then she would be confronted with borders. That would then be this way. So this is possible also. She's confronted with border work, importing, exporting goods, and maybe that's why you contacted with each other. This is possible also. Anyway, it's also possible that she writes, because this points to a writer also. This is possible also with this combination, or she writes a lot here. This is possible all with this combination. Anyway, there will be certain truths slowly that we discover about this person that are coming to us. This can point also to a scientist, a person who has a lot of knowledge. This is what we see here. Then we have the heart, the stars, and the dog. If we had some difficulties in the past, this points to healing. So if you were in a difficult situation before, a health situation, this point that you are able to recover, you will be recovering soon, and you will become again as your old you, because the dog is traditional here, you will become here back to yourself. There will be some kind of relief. If you are worried before about this love, here it points to a certain relief here. Somebody is coming to you here again. This is what we see here. There's progress in the relationship. There is a deep love here. Everything is improving. Also, there is a spiritual and a romantic connection here between the two partners. This is what we all see here with this connection. There's a loving connection here. We have trust in love. We have faith in our lover. This is what we all see. Then we have the stars and the dog here. This is a loving and a supporting friend, but as I said, the love can turn into friendship. This is what we see here. Probably it's both. It fulfills you both as friends. That's maybe why you decide to become lovers also. There could be actually here a soul connection. This is what we see here also with this combination. It's meant to be your like soulmates here. This could then be a very exceptional relationship that you have here. Anyway, there's a deep connection here. And maybe also if we are the religious type, we pray also then, and we are thankful, grateful for this connection, and we ask permission to the stars or to our religion that this would be the relationship for us for the rest of our life, or for a longer period in our life. Then we have the tower, the moon, and the book. Here, it's possible here again that we are quite popular. We are recognized, we are seen, we receive honors, we receive respect for our work. We know how to do our work. Our work is connected to certain structure, to certain borders. This is what we all see here with this combination. It's possible in another way if you are very well educated, it's possible here this point that you have a lot of contacts in your area or a lot of people around you that are very educated, and yet that you belong to a certain elite group here. This is what we see here also with this combination. The people around you are all very well educated. This is what we see here also with this combination. It's possible here that in your field of work, because this is the book and this is our work, that we are an expert to go to in our profession. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, if we are a kind of strict figure, the moon will soften us up. So if we are strict kind of, that if our personality is more on the strict side, it's like this person soften us up a little bit, or we soften up to this person. It's like this person know how to reach our softer side in us because we feel well connected to this person. What we see more here, also maybe in the beginning we are a little bit rational about this relationship. We think it over before we actually go into the commitment. We are an educated type. Sometimes with scientists and people who are with their feet very much on the ground, they need to rationalize things before they give their heart. This is also what we see in this combination. Then we have the moon and the book. Here, this is a proposal that we are getting, an invitation. Maybe this is an education, an invitation for more study, for improving ourselves more, for getting more knowledge. This is what we see here. It's an invitation for getting more structural, or getting more structure in our job, or maybe for improving ourselves. This is what we see here. Anyway, here, if we get certain invitations, and these can bring us further in our life, we should accept here, because we have all positive cards here. We have the ship, this points to prosperity, this points to harmony, and this points to our personality. So this is very good. If we want to improve ourselves even more, this is good to accept this invitation, because everything is not yet revealed. If you take this opportunity, there is more to come, because your ship is still sailing here, and it sails to very positive waters. If you are interested in gathering more material goods, this is what is coming to you. So if you go into that, you can improve yourself financially more, because the ship is also about money. It's about business. It's about transferring goods. It's bringing money to us. This is all connected to the ship. Also, if we have certain hopes or wishes, the ship is longing. So if we have certain longings for reaching certain things, these wishes will be approved of. So this is what we see here with this combinations. In a way, it's possible also, the moon is the mind, the way the mind works, and it's possible that you follow a study related to the mind. That would then be like psychology, psychiatry. Maybe you already have a degree, but you're thinking of adding something here, and it's possible here that some people ask you, or you think about studying more, and if you have that possibility, it will work out well for you. You will get more knowledge, and more will come to you in the future. This is what we see here with this combination. It's possible also, if you don't have a fixed job and you're still studying, that you have a sideline work that is not officially, because here the book sometimes literally points to jobs off the books. So this is what we see here. Anyway, there is some expertise here. I mean, this person can really be an expert. He can become an expert in his field of work. You have possibilities here to literally shine, but maybe for now, the light is still a little bit hidden. You read a lot also. This is a person who reads a lot of book on certain structures here. He keeps a structure for reading, for getting more knowledge. This is what we all see here. Then we have the ship, the bouquet, and the woman. Here, this points again, as I said, this is literally that you return to a loved one or somebody you met before. Most likely, this is a woman here that you return to here, that you go to her, and you will probably wait till it's the right time. that because we have the tower there, so the tower waits till it's the right time. If you feel it's the right time, you will take the step. Maybe it's shortly to come, because I see the ship is there, so there's a certain longing for a re-meeting with this person. Anyway, this trip that you are about to undertake will be a pleasant trip. There will be you will enjoy this trip. There will be a lot of harmony in this trip. There will be a lot of balance, also some good foods, enjoying life. This is all what we see here with this combination. Also, you will feel very welcome there. You have the feeling, I'm really welcome here. You like to be there, you feel good. There will certain habits that you have that maybe surprise yourself that you will change if you are there. You will explore a little bit here. You will be out of your social circle there. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, you will praise each other. The partners praise each other. They like to be with each other. And the adventure could be quite nice. There could be some unexplored areas here with this combination. Then we have the bouquet and the woman on itself. This person in itself here, the woman here, this might be you. This points to a generous type, a kind-hearted type. We saw this here already with the heart, but here it's coming back in a different way. This is like a gentle woman, gentle man, gentle woman, a person with a certain standing, a social standing. Probably she's well dressed. This person is probably well dressed. She will also probably adjust to your habits in a way. Anyway, here we receive also advice from each other. We talk to each other about certain things. There is charm here. You enjoy it each other. There's a good company here. We feel very, very comfortable. There's a very good balance here in this relationship. And also we praise each other. We are surprised probably that we are connecting so well here. This woman is also a very good host, a host to others, a host to you. We show appreciation also to this person. And also, of course, there's a lot of flirting going on here besides that, and probably also some sideline activities that are physical. Then we go in the heart, the moon, and the woman. We saw this already here. There are deep emotions here. What we see here also, if we have certain wishes regarding to love, these will come true. We see this here also with this combination. On the job front, this means that we really like our job. We can really find ourselves in our job. We saw this before, but this is coming back here. There's really like an ocean of love here. There's a lot of romantasy here. I just see if I can add something here. Then we have the moon and the woman here. This is a person who will really care for you. She's very, she knows how to create a home. This person knows how to make others, their heart feel warm. She feels it intuitively how to make nice things for other people. This is what we see here also. This is a person actually who knows how to host by nature. This is like what we see here also with this combination. Also, the person is probably very creative. This is a creative person in her field of work, or she has creative things that she hides. Maybe she has sidelines. She's creative in a way for her hobbies. This is possible also what we see here. Also, this points in another way. This points to high hormone levels. So also, if you have no intentions in pregnancy, this points to high hormone levels. So we need to be a little bit careful also, especially if we are about to interact in physical activities. Anyway, what do we see? The moon is hormones. This is the hormone circle. Anyway, we spend nights with each other. We saw this already before. Then we have the ship, the moon, and the dog. Again, here we have an invitation to travel. It could be business-like. In a way, also, I didn't mention this before. It's possible that you visit this woman, but it's also partly connected to business. But maybe you are in the same area. this is possible also. That's why maybe it's a connection that you have here with this woman. This is possible also. Anyway, if you have certain products that you would sell, it could be related to something that makes life more easier that you export, because Venus makes all things in life easier. She likes to make life easy, smooth. This goes from candy to all enjoyments of life. Things that are smooth, smoothen our life up, that make life easier. This is what we see here, and it's possible that you, the both of you, are connected in a way somehow in that area. Anyway, this points to an increased source of income, because the ship is money. So money is coming to us. It could be that if we start a business, or if we have a business related to import or export with goods that are connected to beauty, whatever there is there from Venus, it's possible here that this comes back on regular basis in a cycled, regulated, orchestrated way. So the money comes always back at the same time, because the moon is circles. It always comes back in the same period. And here we have the tower. Here also the tower is very structured. So this points 2 times to the same. So this is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, we know this person already very well, probably business-like. If we go there and we come back home, we feel a little bit melancholic, because we actually don't want to go home. Anyway, the journey will be restful. You will find a lot of rest here. You will be very happy with this change of environment. Also, this is what we see here also. Then we have the moon and the dog. This points then to you that you are probably very popular in your social circles. Also, there's invitation from friends. Maybe you meet each other's friends there in abroad. This is what we see here also. There's some attachments with work and business here. We see both here. Anyway, one of you both is very popular, or maybe both of you are very popular. This is also what we see here. This is a very emotional friendship that we see here. It's possible for certain things. We saw this here earlier. Mostly the dog, he asks permission. So there are certain things regarding this transactions that require permission. And probably this permission comes back on regular basis. So maybe something need to be approved here with this business. This is what we see here. So for Gemini, for the air group, this is all for now. I hope you'll get a little bit wiser with this card reading. This is actually a very positive card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for doing so. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check out the other 3 card readings that are connected here. Please check out also my financial card reading. Thank you for spending time on my channel, and we see each other in my other videos. Bye bye for now, and thank you. Hello, Gemini, and welcome to the matches or the stone group for your card reading, Lenormand card reading for October 2021. Before we start, I want to mention that since 27 September, Mercury is going retrograde. This is up to 18 October. This is not a good time for signing contracts, agreements, anything you need to put your name under that officializes it. It's not a good thing to do. Also, you will see during that time, your bus is late, your flight is canceled, packages that need to be delivered at your home are going to a wrong destination, the containment of the packages is wrong. These are all things that are happening very frequently during Mercury retrograde. It's because our mind, the collective mind, is working a little bit slower. That's the mind of old people. Anyway, also in this period, it's not a good idea, for instance, for buying laptops, cell phones, laundry machines, why these devices are connected to a contract, and the contract is connected to the warranty, and you might have problems there later on. The general idea here is that we don't sign contracts at all during that time period. If, however, for some reason you're obligated, you feel compelled, you have no choice for signing a contract, please double, triple check the fine print, because it's possible after you change your mind you want to get out of the contract and you cannot anymore. And if you really want to get out, probably you need to pay a fine. So that is probably not the intention. So during that period, it's best not to sign any contracts or any agreements at all. Now, coming back to the card reading here for the stone group of Gemini for October. The first card that we see here is the anchor. Probably we feel stable in life for the moment. Also, it means that we can make progress. We can literally anchor ourselves more. We can get more foothold on the ground. This is what we see here. Anyway, if you are planning certain actions professionally, like, you should go for it. This is what we see here also. Anyway, also, if you are considering changes, sometimes with the anchor, because the anchor is a slow card, it's better to think about this wisely before you take steps of changes, because the anchor likes to stay where it is. And here we see the tower, which is a slow card. Also, if we want to do certain structures, it's best that we have all the structures before we cross certain borders or we change certain things, because the anchor like to stay as it is. Here, this is what we see here. We need to probably give it more time till we have all the facts, till we have all the structures in the right place before we go literally in these changes that we might consider here. Then the central card here is the heart. Probably there's a love relationship going on here. Mostly this points to a relationship that is very stable. These people are possibly very close to each other. Maybe they are literally chained to each other, because sometimes the anchor chains us. So it's possible this is a very close relationship. What we see here, we feel that our heart is connected to the person. In another way, it can also point that our heart is too tight connected and we have heartache. So this is possible here, but in a work front, this is very good. We probably feel very connected, we feel very committed to our job, and I'm assuming here also there's a lot of communication in the job. This is what we see here. But now we will do the lines. We first go to the horizontal line here. We have the anchor and the stars here. If you have some wishes that you like to see fulfilled, we have the stars here, and the stars is an all over positive cards. The stars is a wish fulfillment card. It says yes. The answer is yes. If we have certain ambitions for getting further in our life, in our career, these wishes are granted now for the moment. Here the answer is yes, especially if we already have a certain structure in our life, we can move ahead here with this combination. Also, we have strong hopes this will come true, and probably with the stars it will. You have long-term ambitions here. You want to achieve your goals, and you can. There's some things about your job that will be clear to you. You will see this is probably your career that you need to be in, and you will realize this, and you want to stay there. You want to get your success there. Here, this is what we see here. Also, you have a very strong faith in this work. This is what we see here. Also, it's possible, if you are a spiritual type, that you find a very strong foothold in your religion. This is what we see here also with this combination. We focus on our dreams to come, and probably our dreams here with this combination comes true. If you are a spiritual type, it's possible that you are strongly connected. Maybe there's a form of meditation here. Maybe you want to meditate, you want to learn some structure of meditation. And if you do so, this will bring progress in your life, also in your meditation from that. Then we have the where are we here? The anchor and the stars. The stars and the tower here. Here it points to that that we have certain that we are in actually for a lot of good luck is coming to us. Especially if we keep to the structures here, we will be able to achieve certain dreams. We see that here again. this is probably a time in the work front that you are very blessed, and there's a lot of progress possible here. This is what we see here. Then we have here the second vertical line. If we want to achieve high goals, we can here with this combination. Also, if you have bosses, you will have easy achievements with your bosses. They will be easy going with you. They will want you also to achieve your goals. They will align with you for achieving your goals. For instance, there's some ideas here that are the same of the authorities, the people who are in control over you, maybe your higher bosses. You're on the same line of thinking, and this could really give you chances for improving yourself more here. This is what we see here, and this also points to, if you're in the spiritual line of work or religious kind of work, the same here applies. You are in alignment here with your teachers. Then we have the second line here, the crossroads, the heart, and the bouquet. This is a very positive combination here. What we see here sometimes also, I want to start with that, is maybe there are certain things in our love life that could give us a change of heart. This is possible also. I want to mention this first. And if this would be happening, it might be for the best. This is possible with this combination. Maybe we are overthinking on the love front if this is really for us. Maybe there are some doubts here. The person that you are connected to might probably, he or she is very handsome, because we have Venus here. And in a way there is love, but also there is doubt here. In another way, this could point that we are not yet, if we are not yet stable in our love life, we are considering several people in our life, considering as a certain partner. This is what we see here also. So maybe we are not absolutely sure, but one thing is sure, that this person is pretty, that is in our life, or handsome here. This is something that is for sure there. Or anyway, he or she is beautiful or pretty in your eyes. It's in the eyes of the beholder. Anyway, here we see here that there are certain choices probably that you will made in love. You will put those choices on yourself. In some cases also, it could point that we are not sure if we need to show our love feelings here with this combination. This is also what we see here with this combination. Maybe one of both of you is not totally dedicated to this love, because this person is still doubting here. Maybe this is what we see here also. And before we go any further, I want to mention here, we have the snake here. The snake is not an ideal card for love relationships, because the stars always points to triangles, meaning that one of both parties is involved in more than one relationship. If you know this, this is all good. Maybe that's why the doubt is there. If you don't know this, with the snake, you can almost be sure this is the fact here, because the snake is a smart card. She focuses, and she only commits when she's sure. So the snake is a card that has patience. It has patience in love. Before the commitment is made, the snake will wait. And it's a wise card. So if one of you both sees that everything in line is what she wants or he wants, then the commitment will come. But for now, the snake is still here, and we saw the doubt here already. So there is something going on there. But maybe you already feel this, or you already aware of this. If not, you should be aware of this fact. Coming back to these two cards here, there will be certain decisions probably in the future that you make regarding these love relationship. A possibility also is, we are in the Gemini sign here. Gemini likes his freedom. So it's possible also that you don't want to commit out of reasons of that you feel that your freedom is on the line here. This is possible also. Gemini sometimes like to be free. So this is what we see here also with this combination. That's then astrologically that I implement this additional knowledge. What we see here then we have the heart and the bouquet. With this possibility here, this points to a lover that is, I said, handsome and pretty, but probably this is a person who has a strong focus for now on her, on him or her, on himself. So there's a strong focus here on the self here. This is what we see here. It's possible also that this person don't share everything with you. Maybe here with this combination, there's we have the tower there also. There's like an illicit affair going on here behind the back, because the snake can be tricky and can be behind. She goes around. So we need to be careful here with this combination here for not getting involved in that or not getting involved in illicit affairs. This is what we see here with this combination. It's possible also that one of both partners is giving their heart just because they receive kind-heartedness. So this person is kind-heartedness to us, but the question here is with this combination, if the heart is really involved. Maybe you had a period of loneliness, or you have a period of loneliness, and this person is kind to you. And maybe you are mixed up between kindness and love. This is what we see here also with this combination that we see here. Anyway, there's some flirting going on here. This person dresses up nice for us, or we dress up ourselves for the other person. This is what we see here. Then we come in the sit, the snake and the birds. The sit and the snake here, this can literally point to, in the simple way, that we are bitten by some insects. If you live in abroad and there are snakes in your environment, you should be cautious for not to get bitten by an insect. And if you're bitten, you need to take care of it. Also, see that you disinfect it properly so it don't have consequences, or it don't bring you stress afterwards or problems afterwards, because the birds here, they make nervous or they make stressed. So it's possible you need to take care of, if you get bitten from something, just take care, even if it's only a mosquito bite, just take care of it so it don't infect here. Anyway, here we see here that something, in another way, something suddenly takes us by surprise. Maybe we thought it was love, but it then works, it points out that it's not actually love. Something was happening already behind our back, and we didn't see it coming. We maybe mixed up things for love that was actually a deep friendship. This is possible also with this combination. It's possible that this makes you angry. This is possible here. And it's possible also, because you're angry, that you take a kind of revenge. Maybe you jump into some relationship or you jump in some love affair here because you're angry, and there is some physical involvement here with another partner. So because this not work out, it's like you want to take your revenge here, and you do this, you might do this on the sexual front here. This is possible what we see here with this combination. Anyway, this also tells us that if we are in a love affair, we need to be intelligent, we need to be smart, we need to look around us, we need to see if there are signs. This is what this combination tells us. We need to be careful here what we are seeing. Also, sometimes if you discover some facts, some of these groups will probably go to the closet and eat some cookies, and others will get some drinks for because they discovered this. This is what we see here a lot. Maybe we go in some love affair that is not meant to be, and it's only out of anger that we do this. Then we have the snake and the birds on itself. Here we see if this is our lover or the person that we are connected to, that appearances are not what they are. Maybe also even there is some communication going on because the snake is behind our back that we are not aware of. This is like there's a plot going on here. Maybe somebody is plotting against you. This is what we see here with this combination. So we should be aware of this, that this is happening. Maybe it's time here, if you see the signs or you read the signs or the signs become visible to you, you need to take some action there. Maybe it's time you slowly move on from this because maybe the intentions, your original intentions, are not coming out in what you expected of this relationship. Is good what we see here also. Anyway, here also, if you are confronted with this, it's possible also best that you don't share this immediately. Just make sure that it's sure before you move on, but you will see the signs. This points that if we get some information from a lover and we discover that this person is not honest to us, the snake is a quiet card. So here you are urged to keep quiet till it's the right time. And then when it's the right time, when you have all the facts, you can break the silence. This is what we see here also with this combination. Maybe you're looking around, you will be looking around for where you're going. Then we have the anchor, the crossroads, and the sit here on itself. On the work front here, we get more stability here. We saw this here also. It's also not a good idea to make some changes now on the job front here. This is what we see here with this combination. Also, we are probably, we don't want to commit immediately after this thing here. This is what we see here also. It's possible also that we spend some time on the beach here. Suddenly we want some, we go to the beach, we want some quiet moments on the beach here. This is what we see here also. There are certain choices probably on the work front that we stick to, and this might be a good thing to do. And then you probably will, if this period is past, you will hold on to certain freedoms that you have, and you will not be wanting to commit anymore. This is what we see here. Also, there will be hesitation afterwards. Then we have the crossroads and the sit on itself. This could point then, if you actually have connected all the facts, or all the facts are clear to you, that you suddenly make a decision. This decision will not be easy. It probably will cause you some pain, or you will be both having some pain of this. This is what we see here. Suddenly you will make this decision to move on here. This is what we see here. Then we have the stars, the heart, and the snake. The stars and the heart here is that after this whole thing from this love affair is behind us, the stars have the ability to heal us. And here we see that our heart is healing from this difficult love affair we had before. This is what we see here with this combination. It's possible in the future somebody else is coming in our life, and this might be more a structural love. We will find more structure in that. But here we see the healing hand. We are healing. We are healing from the crush that we had on this person. We will see this more, the love, then more as a spiritual way. Also, we will probably forgive this person on the long run. First, we are angry, but then we will let it go. We will forgive here. We will become a time like passive here, and we will see then that we actually idealized this love affair. But this could be a future love to come here that is hanging. But I think here you will be more structural, more distance towards it, because you will probably learn we learned some lessons here. This is what we see here with this combination. Then we have the heart and the snake on itself. As we said earlier, we need to, this points to a lover that is not honest to us. We need to be careful for this one. If we are single, if we are still single, probably the person that you are about to engage or commit or give your heart to, we need to look around us, because the snake is here. So if your intentions are to commit to this person, double check all the facts here. This is what we see here also, because it could be that this person is not who you think is. There's some unfaithfulness here with this person. You yourself then could be jealous. If you get the fact is known, there probably is some jealousy here that is going on here. Maybe you feel also, if these facts are coming to you, you will feel betrayed. This is possible also because you didn't see it correct. Maybe something is going on behind your back already for a longer time. These facts coming to you, they suddenly become clear to you, and you get the feeling of betrayal here, and you don't feel like commitment here anymore. You take distance of the whole love game. This is what we see here also, but it doesn't mean that we are not in search of love. We are in need of love here with this combination, but this is not a good thing to do. It's not a good time immediately to go in from one love affair to another. We need to wait till it's the right time, so we don't get involved in things that we don't want to be in. Don't go into any rebounds or something. It's not a good thing to do. Of course, you can have, if you want sexual activities without commitments, that's something else, but it's not a rebound in another love. This is not a good thing to do here with this combination. Then we have, let's see something more here. We also will see then that we have been manipulated for a long time. This is what we see here also with this combination. In another way, it's possible that you have the feeling, if you are out of this relationship, then that somebody is secretly admiring you here. This is what we see here with this combination. Then we have the tower, the bouquet, and the birds. Here, probably on the work front, we saw this earlier, we are in a happy period. There is smooth sailing here on the work front in the structure that we are holding. We also have a lot of social contacts here, but that would then be with friends. There's a lot of communication with friends. Probably if we are a man, we have a lot of female friends. If we are a woman, we have also a lot of female friends, because Venus is a woman. So, but here there is a distance. There's like a conflict here, or some difficulty here with how social we need to be, maybe because of these difficulties that we had with this love affair. So this is possible also with this combination. In a way, this is also possible that we are connected professionally to beauty parlors, things that make life more beautiful. There's a certain structure here. This is what we see here also with this combination, these two cards here. Maybe we don't want to communicate too much. Maybe we keep some distance. It's probably possibly also work related, that we need to dress up according certain standards, because this points to elite fashion stores, expensive fashion stores. So maybe this is required for the job, or maybe you like to wear expensive clothes. This is possible also with this combination, like fashion clothes with certain brands, or certain certain brands that are interesting you in the line of fashion. This is what we see here also. Anyway, if this is on the career front, this is an important step that you can take here. We saw this here already. We have career achievement here. This is what we see here also. If you are the artistic type, this can point also to a person who creates high quality fashion or high quality articles for beauty. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, this also praise on our work front. It means that the higher authorities, the bosses of the bosses, the high echelon, they praise us. They praise us. They are happy with our work, the way we function. So here there are possibilities here for promoting yourself, or that you get higher positions here regarding that. It's possible that these people reach actually out to you, they come to you and they tell you they appreciate your work. There's a personal contact here with the higher authorities or the higher bosses here that we see here. Anyway, this will be a courteous visit. You will be courteous towards each other. It's possible also that your boss or the one in charge, he's quite pretty or she's quite handsome. This is what we see here also. This is points to a handsome boss. Here, this is what we see. It's possible also that you are appreciated and that you get some gifts from the company, that they offer you something, that you get a gift. Maybe the gift is quite structural. It's a structural gift here that you are getting here, and it will make your life more easy, because Venus makes things. It's something that makes your life more easy. It's something that gives you comfort in life. This is what we see here also with this combination here. Anyway, this is slow progress in the career, but stable progress. There is a lot of progress here with this combination. It's possible also they literally they charm you. Your boss is charm you. They want to keep you. They want to keep you here. This is what we see here also. Then we have the bouquet and the birds on itself. There will be also some periods of fun in your life. Maybe this is connected to your work. This is what we see here. We will be able here to put these negative things that on the love front put behind us. We will be able to do so. There will be less gossip in the future, because here the bouquet will help you to overcome this. If there is certain gossip, it will be less because the bouquet is there. This is what we see here also. Anyway, you will behave nice for everybody. You are liked in your work environments. You are highly liked in your work environment. Then we have the anchor, the heart, and the birds. On the work front, we are stable here. We see this here again. We are faithful to our job. In the future, also, if we have a lover, we want somebody who's close to us. We don't want to be in this kind of situation again. We want to build on secure and stable relationships in the future. If this is on the work front, this means a very reliable job. Anyway, there's some routine here, so it's best here we keep those routines. They will help us also overcome this difficult situation here, what we see here. Then we have the heart and the birds on itself. This is then the worries that you had before from this love condition, or that you become aware of this love condition here. This will affect probably it will higher up your stress level because of these things that are going on here. It probably also will affect your blood pressure literally here, because we are nervous. This is what we see here anyway. Job like, you will be very passionate towards your job. This is what we see here. Probably also you have a lot of networking here. In the future, it's possible that after the situation is gone, you literally feel butterflies, but this is then in the time to come, after you overbridge this with some distance here. This is what we see here also. Anyway, on the work front, you will follow your heart. Then we have the anchor. Where are we? The anchor and the heart. We already saw this. It's possible also with this lover. This person came back in your life. He was gone, he or she was gone, but she comes back in your life. This is possible also. What we see here, that this person here is coming back in your life. The Tower sometimes comes back in life. It's possible. This is what we see here also. Anyway, there will be there afterwards, there will come some distance in this love field. This is what we see here with this combination. It's possible also that this lover, this person who is or who comes in our life in the future, they have darker skin. Probably they are foreigners, or they have foreign roots, and they have a different skin color, especially with Venus here also. It could be that this person has a different skin color, but nevertheless, a very attractive person is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, this points that we probably will let our lover go after all these problems. We probably after this situation will be feeling a little bit hard-hearted, not willing to give our heart anymore. We will protect ourselves. We will be overprotecting for covering our heart, because if we have heartache, we will do so. This is what we see here also with this combination. It's possible also that you have certain love offers after and you decline them. This is possible also. Somebody may be admiring you and you actually say, no, it's not the time now. I don't want to go into this, or you think you don't want to go in this here. This is what we see here also with this combination. Then we have the heart and the sit. This is literally that we stop with the love relationships. It can point to a broken heart. The relationship is broken, even though it was very passionate and we thought this was our path to be, but it points out it's not. So for the love, it's not such a harmonious relationship, but in the future to come, if you get over a broken heart, you probably will be a little bit more distance. But since you have Venus here, and if you communicate a lot, somebody will come back in your life again, I'm sure. Anyway, for the stone group, this is all for this month. I hope you enjoyed this card reading, or you get a little bit wiser of it. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for doing so. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check out the other 3 card readings that are connected here for the sign of Gemini. And please also check out my financial card readings. Anyway, thank you for your time on my channel, and we see each other in my other videos. Thank you, and bye-bye for now. Hello, Gemini, and welcome to the matches or the fire group for your Lenormand card reading for October 2021. Before we start, I want to mention that since 27 September, Mercury is going retrograde. This is up to 18 October, meaning this is not a good time for signing contracts, agreements, anything you need to put your name under that officializes it. It's not a good thing to do. Also, during that time period, you will see that your emails is here late, your mail is late, packages that need to arrive in your home are not showing up, they're delivered in the wrong place, the containers of the package is wrong, your flight is canceled, your flight is delayed. These are all things that are happening very frequently during Mercury retrograde. This happens because our mind, the mind of all people, the collective mind, is going a little bit slower during that time. Also, it's not a good idea, for instance, for buying cell phones, laptops, laundry machines, why these devices are connected to a contract and the contract is connected to a warranty, and you might have problems there. The general idea here is we don't sign any contracts at all during that time period for protecting us. If, however, for some reason you feel obligated, you feel compelled, you have no choice, and you would sign a contract, please double, triple check the fine print. Because it's possible after you change your mind, you want to get out of the contract, you cannot anymore because you miss certain clauses in the contract, so you cannot get out. And if you really want out, you need to pay a big fine. So this is probably not your intention. So best during that period is not to sign contracts. This being said, here we go for Gemini, for the fire group. The first card that we see here is the cross. The cross is the card of responsibility. Also, it means that we have certain protections on us, but also these protections come with responsibilities. So also probably during this period, we need to be a little bit more patient. We need to be aware of ourselves. We need to be becoming aware that we have certain depths in ourselves. We need to trust ourselves. Maybe we need to trust in a higher force. If you're not religious, in a higher spiritual force. Here we asked here also to be objective towards ourselves. If we are and we apply all these things, we will have a lot of progress because we have the fish there in the middle. Anyway, there will be certain things in our life that we will accept and certain things in our life we will refuse. This is also typical for this period. This points to personal development. We will develop some things about ourselves or recognize some things of ourselves that we will encounter. Also, certain lessons will come to us that we need to learn. Then this middle card here, all the things I just said, this will be strongly improved by the fish, and all the things I said here are actually multiplied. A lot of that comes to us. So we will grow a lot in awareness and in certain responsibilities and in certain fields of our life. Anyway, this can also point that regarding money, more money is coming to you. This is destined to be. We have not much choice in the matter. This money is coming to you. It's possible also that you gain more financial independence. This is meant to be. Anyway, we need to be, if we don't have the right money comes to us and we apply certain disciplines, we should be aware of this and take control about this because this money probably need to rightfully comes to us. So we need to be aware of these things. Anyway, this also points to very deep emotions. Maybe you will feel very deep connected to your spirituality or your religion. This is what we all see with this combination. Now, coming back to the horizontal lines, we have the cross, the whip, and the book. The cross and the whip is here, as we saw earlier. There is some pain in our life here going on. There are certain things that we need to digest here with this combination. Also, there's a lot of energy, and maybe we don't know very well how to channel this energy. This is possible also with this combination. Anyway, this is also sometimes we have not necessarily physical pain, but it's like we have a test of our mental abilities, of our religion, a test of our faith, a test of our spirituality. This is all what we see with this combination here. Also, what is possible here, that if you had recently an argument with certain people around you, about responsibility or about religion, that you realize that you or the other person has been wrong. This is what we see here also. Anyway, if we are not in the right path of our life, sometimes this literally means that we are whipped in the path of our life where we need to go. This could point literally to that. Possibly it's related to religion, because this is the book. This could point to the Quran. This could point to the Bible, to the Tanakh, to any spiritual religion or spirituality in general. So it means that we apply a lot of discipline here in that area. The conversations that we will be having will be about faith. Maybe this was what the arguing was about. There was probably a conflict maybe about certain dogmas. You disagree, or the other person disagreed. So this is possible also. There may be some verbal attacking each other's here, and we see that we have been wrong, or the other person was wrong about his opinion. Anyway, this could also point that certain responsibilities we refuse in our life. Maybe we are not up to it and we need to take them anyway. This is what we see. Then we have the whip and the book on itself. This points that news that could be coming to us that could be quite painful. Something is revealed to us and we need to accept the facts. This is a fact and we need to accept this. We need to live with this, what is coming to us with this combination. We need to come in balance or accept certain truths, because the book is the truth. We need to accept certain truths, or we see certain truths, or certain truths as we see it are coming to us, and we need to accept them for what we are. Sometimes this can also point to occult studies. This is what we see here also. In another way, this could also point in another way to studies that are related to the sexual area. This can be also with this combination. This can point to a person who studies something for becoming an expert in his field. And it's not easy to get there because we have the whip there. So this person need to be a lot of efforts for getting there in that area, for becoming an expert. So here also this can point that even if we study, it's possible that we additionally study more for really expertising itself. It's like we are hothousing ourselves. Here, this is what we see here. In another way, if a child would be involved in our life, because I see the child here also, it could point that you discipline your child a lot for getting studying well. You help him to improve more. You literally hothouse him here. This is because we have the house there also. So this is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, you could be quite strict in that area for yourself or for your child. This is what we see in the field of education. We need to pay attention what is happening around us. If something is happening around us and we are not clear of it, maybe we need to become more aware with the cross there. This is what we see here also. Anyway, if you follow through with this, this person here, he will become an expert, the person to go to in his life or in his field of work. This is all what we see here. In a way, also, if there is some money involved, or deeds or official documents, it could point out that the news that you're receiving regarding those documents or these official documents, that there is some changes there. And these changes are not easy, but we need to accept them. There's a certain pain connected to it. Maybe everything there is not as we thought it would be. This is what we see here also, what we are seeing here. If we have certain teachers in our life or certain people who educate us, it could be that these people that are educating us, they learned the lessons of life in the hard way. They are not only experienced in a book way, but they experience the thing hands-on first-hand here. This is what we see here also with this combination. They are very disciplined. They know how to argument well. They are educated. They are researchers here. This is what we see here also. And in some fields also possibly they are narrow-minded. Maybe sometimes the teachers that teach us, they come in certain positions in their life and their mind is closing. So this is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, this points also that we need to keep curious in our life. We need to keep curious. We need to further develop ourselves. Sometimes we need to accept even painful facts in our life, and they will bring us further in life. Then we come here, the house, the fish, and the snake. Here, this points to that we probably are responsible, or we are owning certain properties here, or you are about to sell a property. If you are doing so, be careful before you sign any contracts, because we have the snake here. With the snake, we need to be careful if it's involving selling or buying, because there would be possibilities here that some problems popping up with the snake. We always need to be very careful, and we see the deed there, the public sales maybe, and we need to be careful with the snake there. Maybe this is a valuable thing here that need to be sold, a valuable property. Maybe you have responsibilities there, and just see that you keep control of the things, keep your mind focused on this selling, so there are no problems here popping up here regarding that. Anyway, in another way, this could point that you're living close to the water, or that you like to live close to the water. This is what we see here. Maybe the place where you are living is quite big, because the fish is big a lot. It could be a big house. Here, maybe if you have a big house, maybe you don't share this with everybody. Not everybody knows that you own this place. This is possible also, what we see here. Anyway, this points also that money is arriving in our house. It's possible, if this house is big, that we see this is as an investment property, that we have plans on this on the long run. Maybe we are very focused on this on the long run. It can also sometimes point to home-based businesses that we see here. Sometimes this could literally mean that we have a home-based business related to water, liquids, everything that is involved, liquids, pulp, anything. This is points to a profitable home. Sometimes we literally sell fish in our house, or we are in the fish trading. This is what we see here with these combinations. Anyway, this points to a home-based business. There's a lot of money here around here. You're familiar with money. You know how to handle money. If you do business, you take low risks, and you will be smart if you're taking certain risks. You are already maybe more experienced in the business field, because the snake is very smart, very intelligent for doing business. Then we have the fish and the snake here on itself. Probably you want to grow more material in your life. You want to get more material things in your life. But as I said, you need to be careful if you're buying or selling, that there are not complications here, that people don't try to cheat us, literally that we don't get ripped off here. We need to be careful here with this combination. Anyway, also you will notice that or you will feel that a lot of people are attracted to you. Mostly we attract people to us, especially with the snake. The snake and the fish attract things. There is physical attraction from people towards you. Maybe the opposite gender, or the gender that you like, is very attracted to you, because here we see attraction to the person. What we see here more, there's a strong desire here for making more money, for acquiring more goods. This is what we see here. We are very smart here for handling money. This is what we see here also. And it's possible also that a partner like, there is a very high drive here on the sexual front here. This is what we see here also with this combination. Then we have the child, the dog, and the garden. Here that we see that If we have a child, I just approach it that way first. If we have a child, this child is very a social type of child. He is quite friendly. This is a friendly child. Also, this child follows what you are saying because the dog follows. So this is like a child that is more submissive here, what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, this points to friendliness that this child would be. In another way, also it's a person where we can rely on. The child is very reliable. It's very committed to its parents here. Probably also it has a lot of friends because we have the garden here. So this person has your child probably will have a lot of friends. If this is about you, it's possible here that you are getting a lot of new friends. New friends are coming in your life, probably people where you will rely up in the future. They're probably a lot engaged with a lot of social things. Here, this is like a group community. So these people that you have are already very committed to social circles they have, and maybe they engage you in their social circles. This is what we see here also, what in this combination. Anyway, this points also that the child is young, still inexperienced, so it still need to grow here. If we are unfamiliar in certain facts of our life, here also it says before we take certain steps and we are not sure if we can really do this, that it's better to ask for permission. Because the dog, he asks for permission. So if we are not sure in certain fields of our life how to engage, or where we are not sure that is the right thing to do, the right thing to do here, the easy way, is to ask it, because the dog asks permission, and if you do, it will be granted to you. But here we are asked here to ask permission here with this combination. There will be trust coming to you, and it will be more easy for following your path. This is what we see here. Sometimes for some things we need to ask permission. Anyway, in another way, if you are older already, if you would be a mature person already, or an older person, a more mature age, more pensioned, it's possible that for certain things in your life, you need approval of your children. Maybe this is related to a house. This is what we see here also with this combination. It's like we need to ask approval for X before we can do Y. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, some things here we need to initiate ourselves with this combination. We are also probably helping some people around us out in some difficult situations here. We get new experiences in our life. We learn new things. We try out new things. This is what we also see here. Some people are close to you here, then these people really have your back. You can rely on them. Possibly this is on the relationship front. If you need to rely on your children, for instance, for certain things, you can rely on them. They have your back. They will back you up. But it's good that you negotiate or you talk to them, because maybe for certain things, as we saw earlier, you need permission. Then here we have the dog and the garden on itself. Here this points to a meeting that we have our friends, people who are like-minded like us. Maybe it's colleagues, people who do the same job. If you are in business, maybe they are businessmen or businesswomen here also, that you are, maybe there is some team connection here. If you are not working independent, this points to a team connection. There's a connection here with the team here that we are seeing. Anyway, this group is supporting you. They follow you, you follow them. There's like a crowd behavior here that we are seeing here. There's social support here also. We could meet at certain events or for certain events here. If you work together, it will be beneficial for all the parties. Maybe there's equal sharing of profits here. This is what we see here with this kind of combination. We will be loyal towards each other and the things that we are doing. Then we have the cross, the house, and the child. This possibly points that the place where you are living, that you are very happy to live there. This is the right place for you. You like to live there. You feel protected. You feel blessed. You can live in that kind of environment. This is what we see here with this combination. If you are planning to buy a house, if this is in the planning for the future, this probably is the place where you need to buy, but do it slowly, take your time. The cross is not the fastest card there is, and the house is slow also. So we need to take this action a little bit on the slower side, because this might be a decision that is for the long run. Mostly if we buy a house, it's not the intention that we leave 6 months later. So here we need to take our time here. What we see more here, if you feel a little bit under the weather, we need to take care of our health, and maybe we can apply some things that heal us, that we also know out of our childhood. Maybe some childhood remedies here that we know since a very long time, or some remedies that came of our parents. They could help us here for healing us up. This is what we see here also. This could also literally mean that we check out the house, we test the house, we take the house for a test ride, as we say, and we see if it fits in our things. But it could be possibly, if you go there, that you immediately have the click with the house, that you immediately feel, oh, this is something I feel connected to. It's like something is taking you back to your childhood, like you feel connected with it. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, it could make you think of a place where you were actually born many years ago. This house could literally mean that. In another way, it could mean that maybe you buy the house where you were born. This could be the case here also with this combination. It's possible also that some of the family members, if the house is very big, as we saw earlier, that some family members here are living with you in this house. Maybe you have responsibilities, family duties, responsibilities towards that family. Sometimes, if that is the case, it would not be easy for you because you have a lot of responsibilities here in this house. Maybe you need to apply certain rules for keeping your privacy, or some rules are applied on you for privacy. This is what we see here also. Then we have the house and the child on itself. This points to a new house, a new beginning, new renovations also that we are doing. Maybe the house is older because we have the cross here. Maybe some renovations are required here. Maybe your family is not so very big, not so many family members here because the child is small. This is what we see here also. It's possible if you come out of a bigger house, you decide to go to a smaller one. And still you need to take some family members. Maybe that's why you need to apply some rules and regulations, so privacy is still possible. This is what we see here also with this combination. It's possible also that there are children involved in your house. This could mean that, excuse me, this could mean that you literally are working with children. Maybe if you have a bigger house, as we saw before, if you have, or that the type that has a bigger house, that your house is big because it's related to your profession. Maybe you have like a daycare in your home. This is what we see here also. And then of course we need to apply rules and regulations for our privacy, and we need to keep our private quarters, of course, for us. There is here some separation here. Anyway, the children that come there, they feel safe in your home. They feel relaxed there. Here then we have the whip, the fish, and the dog. Here we see if you have certain, if you are about to buy a house, this could point maybe if there would be some loans involved, that it's difficult at first for getting those loans as you want them. This is what we see here also, but probably you need to prove your loyalty here. If you want to make some adjustments on your house, or you want to buy a house, maybe these bank institutions, they ask like a deposit, a security, because the dog, you want to make sure here, and also maybe they don't trust it very well. Maybe the project is new for them. So here you will need to prove your maybe collateral. You need to prove collateral here. This is possible also what we see here. In another way, if this is on the familial front, there could be arguments about money here. This can point to arguments with brothers, sisters, people who are close to us, relatives to us. There is arguments here about money with relatives that are close to us. This is possible also with this combination. There could be some quarrels there about money. Here also we see that we ask or we seek for financial advice. This is possible also with this combination that is going on here. Here, sometimes also this points to that we need to balance certain finances before we can take the next step. This is what we see here also. It's like we need to balance our accounts. And also if this is in relationship to friends, and we had an issue before with friends, colleagues, brothers or sisters, it's like here we need to balance it out with them. We need to balance it out with them here on the emotional fronts. Maybe there were some arguments before, as we saw there, and it's possible here that we need to balance this out first. Then we have the fish and the dog. This points also possibly that our friend circles or brothers or sister or peers or people who are close to us, also that are circle, friends of circle, they have money. Also people around us also have money. It's possible that you have a friend around you and he's generous. He's generous, he's very generous. Maybe he has a lot of money and he's the generous type, the generous kind of person. In another way, it's possible also that a friend of us, a friend that is close to us, he is in money difficulties. This is possible also. It doesn't mean he don't have money, but maybe some financial, he has some issues on the business front. This is what we see here. Also, this mentions us to be cautious if we do certain business transactions with a friend, that we don't get involved in his financial difficulties. So this is what we need to be cautious, especially with the snake here. If a friend would be in trouble, maybe he don't say he is, and you go in financial venture with him or her, there would be some problems here. So see that you have all the facts, because I'm assuming here some things are not clear with the book because the book hides things. So be sure if you go in a business venture with a friend that he is clear of debts or he is not involved in financial difficulties. This is what we see here also with this combination. Then we have the book, the snake and the garden. Here the book tells us, and the snake tells us, we need to be wise with business, with money. Also, this could point to wisdom on the esoteric field or on the religious field. We have certain knowledge in that. It's possible also some certain things that we know or that are coming to us, we cannot share. Maybe some secrets are trusted to us, or literally somebody confesses something to us and we need to keep that for us. We cannot share that in groups. So here also, if people tell us something in confidence, here this combination tells us we cannot bring this in public. The book keeps it secret. The snake wants to keep quiet. And it says here, this is the public, not to bring anything that is given to you in confidence, not to put that in public. Also, this tells you if you want to buy a property, you need to make your bed before you engage in anything that relates to deeds that officially is set. Be careful here with this combination. Maybe some information that is coming to you regarding property, regarding money is not honest. this could point literally to false information, incorrect information that is given to you here. We need to be careful here also. But anyway, if a secret is given to you here, don't betray these people's secrets. Keep that for you, because I don't think they will appreciate if you share this information. In another way, this can point to if you have an academic career, for instance, there is a very strong focus here on your academic career, because the snake can be very focused. She's like single-minded, and she focused on a career. This career could be connected to the public here, because this is the public, and there's some public here involved. This is what we see here. If we are still studying, if we are still a student here, this means that we have a strong focus on studies that we're doing. We study diligently here. This is what we see here also. And probably this is a person later on in life who want to share his knowledge himself. Maybe he want to become a teacher himself. Then we have the snake and the garden in itself. Here we need to be careful that people are around us, especially in groups, certain groups, they are all honest to you. This could be related to friends here, what we are seeing. So we need to be careful here that everything is happening in a correct way there, especially on the financial front here. So these two cards advise us to be careful. If we feel that this environment is not correct for us, and we really have the feeling that something wrong there, we should move away from there. We should go out of there. And we should be very careful here. There could be for career life, there could be a strong focus for getting further in life here. It's possible also, if you receive some information, this information comes with you in a detour, because the snake tends to make detours. So some information that could come to you that is not known to everybody comes to you with a detour. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, we need to be careful in our circle of friends that everything is happening in a correct way there, that there are no hidden facts here that we are not aware of in our lives. Anyway, here the snake points to diplomacy in business, diplomacy in studying. We need to be tactful. If we share information, we need to share this in a tactful and serene way. Don't share everything you know. This is what we see here. Maybe you need to spin the information around and share it in a different way. This is what we see here also. Then we have the cross, the fish, and the garden. Again, here this points to responsibilities, what we already said that. If we are doing well, there will be responsibilities towards that here. It could be sometimes be a heavy burden on you. There could be some regrets. Maybe you take some responsibilities on you that you regret now, related to the public life. This is what we see here also. This goes two ways. This combination, you see money as a burden, or there is too much of it. It's one of both here, this combination. But anyway, it puts money can put burdens on us in several ways. Some people who have too much see money as a burden. We know that money don't bring happiness. This is possible also with this combination. Anyway, your work, we see here spiritual work here. We see this again here. You will need to put in some, there will be a high tolerance required here for your job, especially with the public. You need some to put some tolerances here. In this combination also, it's possible that certain funds of money need to come to you, but the money is secure, it's safe, it's in an account, but you're unable to get it. And this is temporary. It's like you cannot get it. For instance, if you have certain inheritances, that need to come to you. I just give an example, or certain bonds or certain money are expiring. You're not able to get it immediately. It's like it's blocked for now, but it's not gone. It's there, but you cannot get it. This is what we see also with this combination. Maybe it's not the right time, it's in your possession now. Later on, maybe you will be happy that you didn't get it now, this time. You will see then when it comes this far. It's like the money is protected and it's not yet the time to be in your hands. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, you will, if you are interested in accumulating money, you have a lot of possibilities with this combination. It will not be a problem to accumulate money. It will not be easy, but if you want to and you work hard, or you are focusing on your business and you are focused, and the money will come to you. There is no problem here with this combination. Here also, we need to take care of ourselves also. We need to take care of ourselves. If you take care of other people and you have a lot of responsibilities for them, remember that we need our body to work, and you cannot take care of others if you don't take care of yourself. This is what this combination also is about. Also, probably sometimes you will be stating your opinion about certain facts here. This is what we see here. You have certain facts that you are connected here with money. Certain things are like destined to be regarding with money here. This is what we see here. Probably if you are more advanced in your life, this sometimes also point to people who are literally pain experts. They feel the pain of others and they know how to handle it. This is what this combination also is about here. It's possible here also, even if you study a lot, but a lot of the study you teach yourself. It's like here we see also the autodidact, a person who teaches himself here, especially on the spiritual front, on the religious front. You will have a lot of knowledge, but most of these knowledge don't come out of schools. It's something you maybe required out of libraries and something research you did yourself here. This is possible also. You also need to make certain sacrifices in your life. Some people will share their opinion with you and you will not be interested in their opinions. You have a certain opinion and you don't deviate of these opinions. This is what we see here also. If certain people give you their point of view, you will disagree. And maybe you don't want to go into it. You don't want to get into that discussions because you have your objectives, your points of view. You see some things in a certain way. Anyway, this points also to that this is the right thing. As a person, we do the right thing here for our path of life. What do we see more here? Here also, here sometimes also this combination tells us if we are very restricted, if we have a very strict personality and organized personality, this will teach us that in life there is black and white, but you are familiar with those zones. But this teaches us there is a gray zone. This teaches us there is a gray zone. This is what here with this combination. What do we see here also? This sometimes also point to, I'm going to mention something else here. If you would work with disabled people, this points also to that we work with disabled people in a water environment. For instance, some people work literally with dolphins for bringing people like autistic children more out because we have the child here. So this is possible also, but of course it will not apply on everybody, but I'm just mentioning here that this is mostly these people that we work with, they have a very high brain capacity, but maybe they are not able to apply it. And as we know, dolphins are known to have a very high brain capacity also. This is what we see here also with this combination. Then we have the fish and the garden on itself. This points to our place where we're working. So there's a lot of money involved here, financial markets, shopping, but this is more like earning here, what we see here. This is our own business. We already saw this earlier. There's a lot of abundance here with this combination here. We move up on society, we work in public. It's possible also that we make a lot of publications. These publications that we are making are quite expensive. It's like we market something here. There's publications that are very expensive here that we are seeing. It's possible also that you actually make money with publishing things. Maybe sometimes you feel there is too much publicity around you. This is possible to many people. The groups are maybe sometimes you want some quietness here also. Anyway, there's profits here coming from working in team. Then we have the book, The Fish and the Child here. Anyway, it's always very positive. I mentioned it already many times here. You also have a lot of knowledge on the financial field. Sometimes this points also that if we do business, also we have opportunities to earn money that is unofficial. This is what we see here also. Money off the books. This points to money off the books. Here, what we see here. This also points to savings accounts that contain a lot of money here. This is what we see here also. Probably we are good in studying the market flow, financial market. We know certain financial secrets, how to make money. In some ways also this can point to that we are opening a bank account, a secret bank account. And maybe this is a new step for us. Maybe we are planning to change money, certain money's directions of money, and we keep this money account safe for us. We keep it for us that we have this account. This is possible also here. Anyway, we have a lot of knowledge, or we educate ourselves about financial things. It's possible also if you do some courses or you do some study that this study that you are taking is quite expensive. It's like an expensive education that we see here. This is possible also. Then we have the fish and the child in itself. It's possible also that if you have several business, because the fish is plenty, here it's possible also that you are discovering new markets here with this combination. New fields of business where you're going that you were not familiar with before. And maybe you are learning some things and you go in this new financial field. This is what we see here also, what we are doing. Here also this points to that we are on that we are about to shop for something. Maybe we are do some shopping for our children. This is what we see here. We see working with children here again. Anyway, this points maybe we start an additional business and we are not familiar in that field. But it points also that there could be many children around us. So Gemini, for the fire group, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser with this card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for doing so. Please check out also my financial card readings. Anyway, thank you for spending your time on my channel, and we see each other in my other videos. Thank you and bye-bye for now.